Hey, y'all.
Welcome.
Welcome to Shade in the City.
In the city.
It's your girl, Treese here.
It's Nose.
And we lost our boy, VACAY. I don't know where he went. I think he's having technical difficulties, but hopefully he will be popping back up to join us for this recap of Reasonable Doubt Season 3, Episode 9. Is it the evils or devils? It looked like the evils.
I think it's supposed to be both.
Well, let me tell y'all something. I told... Can I get an encore? Do you want? Can I tell y'all? I feel so vindicated right now. I knew Kristen did that. She's telling me it ain't Kristen. Right. I'm still 10 toes down that Kristen is it.
Watch. You look, you ain't watched enough Reasonable Doubt to know that they flip-flop back and forth. I'm telling you, don't get all excited too early. I'm telling you, watch.
I don't know, y'all. I'm feeling real on the money. I told her if we was on investigative team, I'd have to kick her off because she's ignoring clear evidence. Okay. Hey, Steven, welcome. Happy Friday. Yes, everyone, happy Friday. Thank you for those that are tuning in. If you haven't already, please go ahead, hit the like button.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's go ahead. And also, y'all, if you got any more hypes left this week, again, you watching from a mobile device, y'all go ahead, just scroll over, hype me up. Hey, hype me up. Hype up the video, okay? Help us push this out into the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? It's like the like button, but putting, 10 on 100, you know what I'm saying? So it just add a little bit more to it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, so let's get into this recap of Reasonable Doubt, and let's get shady.
Like drip on the skyline paint, shade in the city, true hit like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets feel winter. No filters, no edits, I'm raw with my splinters. My life a movie, they watching the trailers. I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, the life in the mold. You like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. City, I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe.
In truth, welcome. And so yeah, y'all, I know this is a little unusual for us.
Episode 9. I agree. This is a really, really good episode.
No, it was.
I might give it a 9.5.
Yeah, it was really good. It was. But I just wanted to say a disclaimer that I know this is not our norm. But obviously with Force coming back, that kind of messes up our Sunday schedule. So we will be doing Force on Sundays, as we normally do, in Reasonable Doubt. Since we're towards the end, we only got one more episode, which I just thought about. Damn, you're gonna miss the finale. We'll be closing out on Friday. Okay, so we appreciate y'all being pivoted.
I'm gonna miss the chance to prove you wrong. I might drop in the comments.
Look, you might drop in the comments. But yeah, y'all. And shout out to Jaden Lucas, okay? My boo from Beyond the Gates, Tyrell. He showed up as young Ozzy. I gotta give my boy
like Ozzy. That was a good cast because he looks just like Ozzy.
Yeah, he did his thing. I was very, very proud.
We know.
I was sitting over here, y'all, like a little blatant truth. I was sitting over here like a proud auntie. You couldn't tell. I was like, oh, I know him. I'm so proud. And he did so good. Good job, Jaden. Good job. But anyway, y'all. So you notice, first of all, I just love that what gives this actually with the 0.5 for the 9 is the soundtrack. Okay, because the fact that they started off with Sweetest Taboo, I said yes. Okay,
you know what got me? It was that, and then when she saw Bill talking to the ops, and they started playing Cardi B, I said, ah!
It was everything for me. It was everything. Yes, he did a great job. Steven said, "I can't wait to see who on Power Force season 3 on Sunday. I'm going to stay quiet and wait." Oh, okay. So you've watched it already is what you're telling me. Okay. Well, yeah, don't tell us because I haven't watched it yet. No spoilers.
I've been seeing some clips.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm trying not to watch clips either.
I've been seeing the Victor and the whole snitch thing. If you remember when Tommy was trying to figure out who snitched. The clip I saw looks like they had Victor believe that they thought somebody else was a snitch, a little boxer chick. But then they left, taking like a hard breath, like, "Whoo, I got away with it." And Tommy was like looking around the corner, like really, we know it's you.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably gonna have to spend a lot of time this weekend. I'm probably gonna have to watch the episode 2 or 3 times because I don't remember any of these people. I know who Tommy is, obviously, but when you said Victor, I'm like,
Victor.
That's how long it's been. Oh, Vic. Okay. Yeah. Okay, but that's how long it's been. I don't even remember these characters' names.
Chick, right?
Who?
The boxing chick. I don't remember.
I don't remember her name, but I knew who you was talking about when you. I know. Remember what's his name? Jannard or whoever his name is. Look, Blatant Truth said you are not alone. She don't remember my name either. They took too long. But yeah, y'all. So so basically, episodes start off, you know, Jax is laid up in bed. She's having a flashback to her call with Rosie, admitting that she does think that it was Ozzy who might have unalived Wendy. And so then Lewis wakes up. He said, "Can I you back to sleep, girl?" Hey,
you know what I said? I said both opening scenes is given make me feel good, and they got put to sleep.
Okay. So, but basically, Lewis is like, "Girl, don't worry about it. This is what you do. You know what I mean? You'll figure it out." Can I just say that Lewis is just so fine? I just think he is just a very handsome brother. I just, you know, but so Lewis asks, what, you know, and then he puts her to sleep, and you know, then we see Ozzy get a little visitor. Now, I did not help me out. Who was this young lady? Where is DeMarcus when you need him?
Seeing her.
Steven. You're DeMarcus 2.0. Who is this lady? Are we supposed to remember her?
I don't know. I think this is our first time seeing her.
Oh, okay, because he apologized for last time. Oh, that's what I was thinking, but she looked different to me. Maybe because she had her clothes on.
Oh, the one that was in the room?
And he threw her off. I was thinking that.
I don't even remember seeing her face.
We didn't see her face, right? Maybe that's why I didn't remember what she looked like.
I thought I just VACAY said a random.
Right, a random. Okay, so it was the stripper that he kicked out. But anyway, he's like, look, yeah, you know, I've been going through a hard time, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, like Nell said, it was some make me feel good stuff. And they made each other feel better. I wasn't mad at it. I said, go ahead, Ozzy. I ain't
gonna lie. When Ozzy came up with the wet face, oh, they made this look real.
Look, I was just happy they ain't have my little nephew Jaden up there doing that. I was like, thank God they chose older Ozzy to do that because I
was worried when they brought in that younger Monica though.
I was worried. I said, no, we're not gonna do this. I'm not ready to have a full-on sex scene. Okay, yeah. Not carpet munching Ozzy. I can't with you. So basically, they have a good time, and then we basically jump to Jax the next morning, smiling from ear to ear. Nels, you gonna get into it?
All I said was, you know, she definitely woke up on the right side of the bed. And when she got to work, she saw Bill chopping it up with the ops. Vince and I believe it. Well, I have to believe it was Vince and
Steven.
I couldn't really see him. I just could tell by her face that it was definitely the ops.
And by the song, you knew they were the ops.
Yeah.
I mean, when I tell you, if I could have any job on a show, that's what I would want it to be. Like the person that picks the songs for the perfect moment to play. I would want that to be my job. I don't know exactly what that title is, but I want that job.
I don't know, but whoever does it for this show does an amazing job.
Right.
They need a raise. Okay. So then we see Jack. She's in the office talking to the team. She said Rosie's testimony did exactly what they needed it to do, and it shifted the attention towards Sal as a suspect. But she said, you know, they need one kind of like final nail in the coffin, so that all doubt will be, you know, basically out their mind. She said, we need to get all the heat off of Ozzy. Okay. So she thinks that, you know, the sex tape brought on sympathy with the jurors and thinks that it would be best to put Ozzy on the stand. And Bill really ain't here for it. He said, you know, the sex tape gutted Ozzy. And he's like, now you want him to relive that in front of the world? So she asked Daniel for his opinion, but he's too busy texting Kristen trying to figure out what her whereabouts are, what she doing with her life.
Okay.
Don't even know what the hell is going on. He's just like, yeah, whatever you said, boss. Okay.
And look, that's how you know he must be real good at his job because, you know, Jax just moved on. Even though if that was me, I'd be like, oh no, you on my time. You on the clock, sir.
Yeah, he been down with her for a minute.
Right.
You know. So then she asked Crystal for her opinion, and she's who did I say?
Chris, or no, she asked Crystal for her opinion. You're right. Because basically Daniel wasn't paying attention, and Crystal told her that basically life in prison is a great motivator. So yeah, if you can convince Ozzy to testify, I suggest that you should.
And basically Jack said that, she doesn't want to break what's left of him for a win, and said, they need to have a conversation with Ozzy and, see how he feels about it.
So Steven said Ozzy is pushed to the limit as haunting memories of Wendy becoming more intense. An episode highlights the deep emotional and possibly guilty connection between Ozzy and Kristen. I hear what you're saying, Steven, but my money's still on Kristen. I still think it's her. And then I love.
You haven't watched enough Reasonable Doubt.
I know. I'm new to this. But I will say that I don't want to jump ahead, but I do love how Jax was able to show that this man is not mentally not capable of actually pulling this crime off.
You know what? When she was like, yeah, basically we're going to make him look stupid without realizing we're making
it right.
And then she started asking him these, well, what store would you get it from? The rope store. I was just like.
I was done. I was like, oh, wow.
Really? I said, okay, Jax, yeah, you did that.
So then we get the flashback. Hey, Jaden. Apparently they're at the vet. Little young Ozzy is at the vet with Rosie, and they apparently were able to save Old Dog, which is the family pet.
I think it's so funny that his name was Old Dog.
Right. They were able to save him from cardiac arrest. So he asked, the vet was like, can I speak to you alone? So Ozzy is outside the door listening, and the vet tells her that, usually I get these calls, twice a month or something like that. This ain't normal. He said, but, are you sure that your son ain't purposely try to take out this dog?
Because he said he invested way too much for it to be.
Right, for it to be an accident. And so Rosie is like, hold on. And he's like, do they have any mental issues? And she was like, what you're not going to do, you need to stick to the animals and leave my damn kids alone, okay? And I ain't going to hold you. Even though he might have been on to something, I would have said the same damn thing. I am not taking psychological advice from a veterinarian. Now, may I have sent my child to a psychologist after that? Possibly. But I am not taking that type of advice.
I mean, we see she ended up sending him.
Right. So basically, then I think so he snaps out of it basically. And then what happens? Jackson and Bill are trying to talk to him. And so he's not really feeling this idea of, getting up on the stand to testify. And Jax tells him that, look, you're a star. People want to be in your presence. They want to hear your story. They need to feel you, see you outside of the child star. You know what I'm saying? And so Ozzy was like, people don't give a damn about trying to know me. They just want to crucify me. And I was like, I kind of with him on that. But Bill tries to convince him, look, I know it's a little uncommon, but it may be the key to your acquittal. So Jackson was like, you know what? The fact that you're innocent is working in your favor. And Ozzy was like, but what if I did unalive Wendy? And Jackson was like, don't you say that out loud again.
Stop talking.
Stop talking. He was like, what if I was at the cabin? So then Jax was like, look, this is not the time for you to be doubting yourself, and says, we are trying to win this case based on evidence, not dreams. And says the evidence the prosecution has put forth has been circumstantial. And I said, that's right. And so she reminds them that they have to meet the burden of proof, and they haven't met that burden, and that's not their job to do it for them. Okay. So Jax tells him whatever thoughts he has at night is between him and Dr. Owens, not us, and threatens that unless he wants his next home to be a 6x8 cell where he eats and she suggests that, they get prepared for trial.
That just sounds horrible. That just sounds like,
I know, right? Such close proximity.
Like just sleeping in the bathroom.
Right. Ugh. So after Ozzy leaves, Bill was like, I really don't think he's ever going to be ready to be on the stand. And he asked Jax, I really feel like you should take a night to sleep on. And I love when Jax told him, the only thing I sleep on is a pillow and a headscarf. You better get out my face.
Period.
Hey, VACAY. Welcome back. You're on mute. There you go. Hey. He's on mute again. Blatant Truth said, I have a question. When did Old Dog actually get up out of here? I was wondering where you were. Welcome.
Did they say 2015, I thought?
Was it 2015?
That's when they kept on doing the flashback too.
Oh, maybe that. Yeah, DeMarcus, we were talking about that. We said it's a 9.5. And look, DeMarcus done moved up in the world. He done got a wrench, y'all. So don't mess around and piss DeMarcus off, or he will get you up out of here.
So then we see Sam, you know, if we remember Sam, he's still on his BS.
You know how hard it was? Thank God for captions. I could not remember this man's name.
I couldn't remember his name either. It was the captions.
It was the captions. Yeah, I had to run it back a couple times to catch it.
Me too. So yeah, Sam is still on some BS. So you know, Lewis is ready to let him go. I think he was late turning in some work or something like that.
Oh, he went past the deadline and then was like, but I got it in. He was like, it was due 2 days ago.
Yeah. And then he gives some sob story about how he's trying to be there for I think his wife or something like that, because you know she lost a child. And
I think
just really pulled on Lewis's heartstrings with this losing the child thing. And I said, of course, the kind-hearted Taurus that he is, and fell for the sob story and gave this man another chance.
Can I just say that I think that whole story was BS, and I really hope that before they end this, they show us that he was foolish and he's lying. Like, I hope he gets fired next episode.
Marcus.
Hopefully we get Lena on the screen with Sam. Who's Lena?
Is that who he was supposed to turn the work into? Who is Lena? Or is that the wife?
Yes. Whoever. Look, I need to see the wife. I need to see her condition. Okay, VACAY is back. Hey, VACAY, you good? Still no. Oh,
I think he's having some
technical difficulties. So then we see Jacksonville. They're questioning Ozzy as he's on the stand. And Ozzy can't take it. And you know what I mean? Or yeah, they're basically practicing as if they're on the stand. And so Ozzy is just like, I need a break.
Falling flat.
Okay. And so Jax asks Bill, you know, can you give us a moment alone? And she tells Ozzy, look, prosecution is going to try to trip you up just like Bill did. And so she tells him, you know, that's why we're doing all this preparation so that doesn't happen on the stand. And she said, you know, I believe in your innocence. And Ozzy starts talking about, well, you know, I've done things in the past that, you know, could make somebody believe that I did this. And so that's when we have a flashback to his younger self again. Hey, Jaden, with younger Monica. I don't know her name, but she was cute. And, you know, Monica is trying him. And Ozzy said, look, I told you I didn't want this no more. I don't want to do this. And Monica was like, I didn't know you were gay. And then, obviously, you know, as a natural reaction, and they talk about this in situations of rape, especially with men, unfortunately, that's your body just has a natural reaction, whether you want it or not, and you still get happy. And so she's like, oh, well, maybe not. And she's like, well, you know, I'm here for whatever you need. And so after she leaves, we see Ozzy, you know, handling his business for himself. Okay. And when that's when a PA happens to walk into his trailer unannounced. And
well, he did knock.
He did knock, but he did come in fast. Now, he did come in fast. I'm not going to condone Ozzy's behavior, but I will say.
Ozzy said, what, you don't knock? He said, I did knock.
He came in real fast, and I was like, ooh. But Ozzy goes after this man. He got him hemmed up, and luckily, Rosie intervened.
He told him, tell me you knocked again.
And he said, I knocked.
And then threw the game.
I loved it. I love the performance. I ain't even gonna hold you. I love the performance. Steven said Sam's performance and his willingness to question Louis. Oh, yeah, that was another thing that bothered me. The fact that he was like, does Cliff know about this? Mm-hmm. Louis was like, who the fuck is Cliff? You work for me.
That alone should have got him out of there.
Right. I was like, yeah, the fact that Louis after he questioned him like that, we would have had a problem. Despite the previous failure, Lewis is willing to give Sam another chance because of a personal tragedy, his partner's miscarriage. I know, which is stupid because I think the whole thing is made up, Stephen. I wonder if Kristen was gonna off herself with that same strap used to take out Wendy. You know what? I'm gonna throw my line out there, right?
So they only got like one piece, like nobody got their own piece?
Clearly not. So I'm gonna just throw my line out there, y'all. I believe that possibly next episode, wouldn't it be heartbreaking if we lost Daniel?
Because we can't lose Daniel.
What if this is a scheme?
No.
That Kristen set up?
No.
To come to us with the bullshit?
No.
Okay. What if Kristen is, because he's coming to, oh, let me help you, and the fact that this is my thing, the reason why I felt like she won't go do it.
She didn't expect him to be there because she has no idea that he's tracking her phone. She got rid of the SIM card thinking, oh, I got rid of Daniel. But I don't know.
I could see maybe, him being up out of here. She's sitting there, she thinking a little too long with the piece in her hand. And maybe that was her plot the whole time.
Dang.
What you think, baby?
Finally.
I'm finally here, man.
What's up?
What up, ladies? My ladies, what's up, peoples? What's up, peoples? Y'all getting it in? Yeah, what was y'all talking about?
So no, I basically think that right. Thank you, Blatant Truth. I think she lured him to the cabin. I think Kristen is setting Daniel up. I think Kristen is setting Daniel up because she doesn't want to get found out. I promise you. I think she set this.
You didn't know that he was tracking her.
I don't know. Especially after finding that he's like on to her. DeMarcus, thank you for the $5 super chat. Joseph Sikora, aka Tommy, aka Babylon Bill, announced that the Power movie is in development. Oh, okay. Thank you for the tea, DeMarcus. And I think that was on your side, VACAY.
Did we? Oh, thank you. Good looking out. Did we get to Billable Bish yet? Or we didn't get to that?
Actually, yes. That was basically the next scene when Lewis comes home. Nails, you gonna get into that?
Did you see that? This is supposed to be the last season of Force.
Yeah, we knew that.
It is. It definitely is. Yeah.
Wait, we getting rid of BMF. We getting rid of Force. Like,
no, because they're putting all their money into Origins and
we getting Power Legacy and Power Origins.
Movies. Yeah, they're moving on. They're trying to start fresh so they can start with a new budget. They can't afford all these heavyweights no more.
All right. So Jax is home talking to Lewis about her conversation with Bill, and just like VACAY said, what she's explaining. What did he call her? I mean, what did he call him?
Billable bitch.
But she's explaining that she really doesn't think Ozzy did it because she's like, when you've been hurt and disappointed by so many people that care about you, you don't get rid of the people. No, I'm sorry. When you've been hurt and disappointed by so many people you care about, you don't get rid of the people that care about you.
Right.
So Lewis is like, well, sometimes that's why you get rid of them. So you can abandon them before they abandon you. I said,
dropping nuggets.
I thought that was an interesting perspective too.
I said, Lewis.
Oh yes, thank you, DeMarcus, for the $5 super chat. And yes, I thank you for bringing that up because yes, Reasonable Doubt was renewed for season 4. Shout out to the cast.
Are we surprised?
No, we are not surprised. It's a good show. Like I said, from the first episode I watched, I was locked in. So I definitely understand.
Yes, indeed.
VACAY, let me ask you. I feel like I've been vindicated.
Oh, why?
Because Kristen did that shit. I don't care what nobody say.
I heard you. I was watching while I was charging the phone, and I agree with the homie Nels. You got to know that these guys, Ramallah Muhammad, shout out to her. She will trick you and make you think that is Kristen because she holding the strap. You would think that's her, but it's not.
I'm watching the trial.
It's not. Trust me. She's part of it, but It's not her, yo. I'm thinking it's Rosie, man. Rosie crazy. I think she the one that's kind of off, but they're all off because of Rosie. I think she's the one with the mental health thing.
Okay, I can see that, but I don't know. I still think it's Kristen. My money's still on her, and I think she's taking Daniel with her.
Low hanging fruit. That's low hanging fruit.
I'm just saying. So then we see Ozzy meet up with Miss Owens, and basically, she asked him, "Has anybody discussed your conduct disorder diagnosis?" As Ozzy said, "Nah." He was basically just given Adderall, and he said that he's been craving a stimulant every day since. So she suggests, "Well, maybe there's a reason your parents didn't disclose your diagnosis to you." And Ozzy says, "Yeah, because they believe that I poisoned the family dog." And so she asked, "Well, did you really do that?" And Ozzy says, "No, but my mama thinks that I did." And so, and honestly, until the end, I was sitting here like, "Oh, I could really believe that you did that shit." I was with Rosie. I mean, I think she should feel differently because it's her child, but
right. You wouldn't believe. I don't think you would believe the doctor over your son. What you know about your son, though.
Well, what I already said. I won't be taking no psychological advice from no veterinarian, no way.
Yeah, exactly.
So basically, he's just really upset that she could believe that he was even capable of doing something like that. And he said that he has done a lot of things to try to get him off that show. And she tries to get him to see basically that, you can't control what other people think. And Ozzy said he doesn't know what's worse, knowing you didn't do something or having the person you trust the most think you're a monster, or not remember if you unalive the person you loved and trusted the most. And I said, well, sir, which one is it? Confusing me.
He don't know. That baby don't know.
He don't. We all say, okay, so DeMarcus, I would not say that. And I'm gonna say I have not watched it. I plan to tune in, but I'm gonna be honest, the reviews and the ratings are pretty fucking bad on that show. Like, yeah. And I'm surprised because they have such a heavyweight cast. So it's really, but they said the storyline is bad. Kim's acting is bad. It's bad. So but I'm gonna check it out for myself and I'll come back and let you know what I think. Blatant Truth said, I think one person hit Wendy over the head and somebody else shot the pow. I could believe it. Oh, okay. DeMarcus said, I believe Kristen is a schizophrenic too. Okay. Mama Rosie could be pissed at Kristen for dating outside her race with Daniel.
Does she know?
I was going to say, I don't think she cares enough. I think that was Kristen's whole point in that whole speech at the end. Is basically
the moon and the stars, right?
Like she's always been ignored. So I don't even think she knows that she's messing with Daniel. And I'm sure if she did know, she would have already confronted her about it. Just my opinion. Nell's moving on. Oh, no, I'm sorry. So then he's still talking to the therapist. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's when she takes the stand. My bad.
Yeah. So on the stand, his therapist basically said that he suffers from arrested development. Basically, it's emotional. It's where your emotional and psychological maturity is halted due to childhood trauma. And she said that, she would classify his early fame, instability, and SA as severe trauma. And that's when his maturity was arrested, is when he was 13, when the SA began, and said that that's also when the child psychologist diagnosed him with his conduct order, and says that it's also something that can manifest in his adulthood, which has. She said he understands consequences intellectually, but emotionally, basically, he's like a distressed adolescent. So Jax asked if there's any instances in the last few months that she's been working with him that would lead her to believe that he's capable of physical violence or, even taking out Wendy. And she said, no, he's just a boy who, seen too much, lost too much, and basically nearly every adult in his life failed him. So prosecution got up there and asked about the conduct order. Conduct disorder. And asked, isn't it associated with lack of empathy and guilt, along with manipulative and aggressive behavior? And she was like, it depends on the child and their circumstances. she also confirmed for him that it went untreated basically forever. Okay. And he said, well, he asked if it excuses him from accountability. And she said no, but it explains his process, how he processes certain situations in heightened situations, and how he lacks the tools to regulate his emotional response. He also
basically a temper tantrum.
Basically. So basically he said, he has been acting for a long time. He knows how to put on a show. He knows what to do in front of the cameras, and he's been doing this his entire life. And asked, how do you know that he's not manipulating you? And she said that she's trained to detect manipulation. And said what she's saying is Mr. Edwards is showing panic and despair. And I don't know, he was just like, oh, panic, like it was a big thing. Sir.
Oh, thank you, DeMarcus, because I never remember the prosecutor's name either. I really don't. DeMarcus said, I still believe that what is it, Anil? Anil. Okay, Anil. Oh yeah, because I wasn't present. But Ozzy's ex hit Wendy in the head, which caused cerebral edema, and Alex pow-powed Wendy.
Well, remember he said that they was both messed up in the house, and Alex couldn't even make it wouldn't even be able to go to the cabin because he don't know what the hell it is.
That's what sealed the deal. And prosecution couldn't do nothing after that. He was like,
right. He was stuck. He was like
the only way he'd be able to get there is if I told him how to get there and give him the address. And I don't know where.
I don't know how to get there.
Right.
I laughed when that part came up because I was like, yo, he doesn't know how to do anything. And Jax's whole point of, yo, how would he be like, did we get to the part where Jax start asking him questions on the stand? We didn't get that part.
No, we're not there yet.
I can't wait to get it. Okay.
Look, hold on. But
I'm ready for that.
You're so funny. So next scene, Jax basically is telling Bill that she don't think Ozzy unalive Wendy. Or that he's capable of committing a crime because, like we just said, he's not capable of doing anything for himself. So Crystal suggests that he's too dumb to unalive Wendy and get away with it. And Bill doesn't think, well, I don't think he's gonna be on board for that. Jack said, we ain't got to tell him that he ain't got to know. So things seem to be getting a little tense between Bill and Jax, and Crystal like excuses herself, and so she was like, Bill, what is your problem? And she tells him, she said, you're less billable, Bill, and more like belligerent, Bill.
I thought she was, it looked like
she was getting ready to say billable, but she was getting ready.
Yeah, she was. She
caught herself. She was like, oh, I forgot I work with these white folks, and I don't need to give them a reason to have me in HR. Because you see, she done already had the one girl fired because she talked to her crazy.
Karen.
Right, Karen. Thank you. So he basically tells on himself that, basically they promised him to make him a partner if they win the case. And so she was like, not you benefiting off my case. How dare you? So she was like, who promised you that? Steven and Vince? And so he was like, yeah, that's who it was. And so Jackson's like, all right. And so she said, well, why don't I tell them about you divorcing your black wife while screwing my black best friend who's going through a divorce?
Ooh.
And so Bill was like, okay, you know what? You just want an assistant and you don't really want me to learn anything. And Jack said, you know what?
She said Steve and Vince want the same thing.
Thank you. And I love that she pointed that out. And she said, you know what? At this point, we in too deep right now to be in here fighting each other. We supposed to be fighting for Ozzy's life, okay? Like Kel said, I'm fighting for my life, man. Okay. So she's like, you with me or against me? Okay. And Bill said, look, I'm with you. And Jack said, well,
you're gonna have to prove
I'm looking forward to watching you prove that shit. Okay. Because right now I have some reasonable doubt.
That boy was exploding under pressure, boy. You saw his face, he got red.
Yeah, he did. DeMarcus said Ozzy is 25 years old and Monica had a statute of limitation, which is why she never did jail time. Okay. Blatant Truth said we saw Ozzy doing just fine when the paparazzi was all in his Jeep. So he does drive. Ooh. Okay, blatant truth. I think I forgot about that.
That's a good point.
But he may drive, but that don't mean he know directions. Okay.
You saying he don't know how to use a GPS either?
He didn't know how to log into his own accounts.
Yeah.
So he very well, I mean, and I'm pretty sure it seems like even though he can drive, he probably has a driver most of the time.
I think the not knowing your streaming passwords is not like a big deal. Like, who knows those anyway?
Stepping on somebody's toes.
But when you're an actor and you got to remember lines, right? Remember your password.
He has too much to remember already. Why does he need to remember his passwords?
Just get him an Adderall; he'll remember.
When she brought that up, I was like, I mean, is that really a big deal? Like, your phone remembers them. Like, why do you need to remember your passwords?
Yeah, that's true. I don't remember my password.
Trish knows what I'm saying.
I know why she's saying it because she's an Aussie. I mean, she a little better, but
she don't know the passwords.
So then we see Chelsea. She pulled up on Lewis while he was leaving work. And basically she said everything that this man want to hear. Eddie ain't crap, and he's not who you think he is. And he's like, listen.
I love how Lewis looked like he was about to pull a strap on her. I was here for it. I said, you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. I feel you, Lewis. He was like, tell me why you roll up on me like this in the middle of the night, but you better say something.
She let him know that, her mom passed away last spring. And that was the only family she had besides her kids. And, Eddie was there up until she passed. But she had to do all the funeral arrangements by herself. She said that she knows that he's supposed to be helping out Jackson's mom, but all he does is scheme and scam, and his intentions are never pure. Basically, watch out for him. You in your car.
Yeah.
So then she was like, don't get me started on the rugs. And he's like, what? I thought that man was sober. She's like, he isn't tonight. Okay.
Don't do that. Blatant truth. How do I kick you out?
You can't.
How do I put you? She has the wrench. How do I put you on timeout? Talking about so Lewis was scared.
Wow.
There was nothing in those tight pants.
Wow.
I can't believe you.
But basically she said that, she wants the chance to talk to Jax. Basically, she don't need to be nowhere around Eddie. And Lewis said, you know what, that he will give it a try. But we know Jax ain't ready for that yet. So.
Okay. DeMarcus says, Jax has control issues just like Mama Rosie. Chelsea could do something to Mama Lou out of jealousy. This could be why Jax is screaming. I don't know, because I do believe we're going to get that, obviously the finale, and that's going to be awful. I hate that they're ending it on that. But I mean, I guess we'll pick up in season 4 is what it's giving. That's what it's giving. So anyway, we see Daniel come home to find a letter, not a 4-page letter, just a small, one of them small little notepad letters.
I'm gone.
I'm gone. Okay. I can't do this no more. So he tries to call her, and then we see, I guess this is when we see Kristen doing something. I said doing something suspect in the woods because I couldn't really see what
she was doing. She took a sim out her car and threw it.
But yeah, it was a sim or something.
Sim on her phone.
Right. So then we see Ozzy, who has his day in court. This is what she was waiting for, Vacay. And he basically lets him know, hey, his dad shows up and said, look, Kristen and your mama ain't coming. And so then he flashes back to another memory of his younger self, and he's asking Rosie how much longer he has to do this show. And she tries to convince him, look, most kids would love to be in your position. And he was like, but I'd rather be in theirs. And for most child stars that we know, when we see these interviews, when they get older, that's what they always say. They would have rather been a regular child than.
I thought of Michael Jackson in that moment. That's what I thought about.
Right. So she ignores him and said, boy, you better get ready. But not
before, take these extra rugs.
Right. And she said, but not before. And so he would, but before she leaves, he said, Ma, I didn't do what you thought I did to that dog. And Rosie said, yeah, I'm sure it was an accident, but he knows his mama don't believe him. And I said, that's so sad. I felt bad for Ozzy. Okay, Nels, you can get into Ozzy being on the stand.
So yeah, up on the stand, Jack started with some ordinary questions. And then she jumped right in. She asked him what's the combinations, his pow pow safe. And of course, he ain't know. And said, that he's not even the one that selected the gun. His daddy said it was nice and it was a good model, so he got it. He didn't even know what store it was bought from.
Okay? The gun store.
Yeah, like she like
the rope store.
Which right? Yo, the rope store took me out.
Not Home Depot, not Lowe's.
I was
like, damn.
And the only time that he actually shot it, he said, was when he took safety class 7 years ago. So she asked him about the rope that they found at the cabin and asked when he bought it. He said that he bought it from a rope store.
Jesus.
Everybody in the jury laughed. And it looked like Ozzy started to get mad. He like, what I said? What I said funny. Okay.
What did he say? Pow, pow, bang, bang. What is it? I know I didn't say.
Pow, pow, gotcha. Pow, pow, gotcha.
What did Tree say last week? Something got you, bitch.
Got you, bitch.
Trees be making up all types of slogans. You want a slogan? Go to Trees.
Right. I'm here.
So basically, she said, how is someone who's not able to do common adult tasks able to manipulate a drug dealer, ditch their phone for surveillance, and coordinate basically a trip to a remote cabin and tie up and murder their girlfriend? So she asked him, where was he the night of the murder? And he said, I was getting high. Okay.
Oh, those got vocals too.
Oh. He said on some weed perks and Molly. Okay. That he got from Alex Hill, and said, after basically he just remembers feeling guilty. Look, I was like, oh my God, we're going
right. We going down this road again.
Look, Jackson's like, guilty.
Right.
Sir, do not blow this case for me. What are you doing?
Right.
He said, yeah, because he knew he broke his promise to Wendy that he was going to stay sober. But you know what? He was like, I thought things was over between us. And then I realized I do still love her. But by the time I was ready to do anything about it, it was too late because I was too high to move. Okay. And then I woke up the next morning feeling sick after the bender. Okay.
He said, I can't feel my face.
So
stop the prosecution in the tracks.
Right.
Prosecution actually looked like he got choked up. So prosecution got up there and told him that,
Mike Ortiz, shout out to DeMarcus, Mike Ortiz, the prosecutor, got up there and basically told him, you carried out an entire show on your back. Okay. You're used to memorizing and acting out stories. You also perform improv with a group. And you basically are a quick thinker at the drop of a dime. And he's like, yeah, I did some improv. And then told him, but you claim you couldn't have acted quickly, and manipulated evidence the night that Miss Collins was taken out. Ozzy said, listen, I messed up. Okay. I messed up. So he's like, messed up? How you messed up? He said, I'm not like normal people. I don't do normal things. So he said he's never been allowed to go shop at a grocery store or go to an amusement park with friends or to a movie. And said that he hates depending on people. He said that he hated that he didn't try to find her, but he's always thinking about his own feelings while he's getting high. And while he was getting high, basically she was being unalived. He said that, yes, I'm selfish and entitled, but I'm not a murderer. Okay. So Mr. Ortiz, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. If I was a juror, sitting there listening to that the vulnerability, the accountability, and I think that's what Jack's whole goal was, is that people need to realize that you're human and you're not just the bang bang gotcha bitch guy. You know what I mean?
And that he's literally incapable.
Right.
So prosecution mentioned, Alex's testimony and how he took him to the cabin and asked him if he was too high to remember. Ozzy said no. Alex has only been to the cabin once. And that was many years ago, which means that he would have had to give him the address or show him the way. But even I don't know how to get there. I said, "Oh, well then."
Boom.
Well,
Gotcha.
look,
Hey, drop the mic.
look, Trace,
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha. Gotcha, mother freaker.
What is no? Ah.
You gotta you gotta have the mahawkin in your throat, you know.
Yeah, you gotta have. I ain't got nothing. Thank God, I ain't got nothing in my throat.
Okay, stop.
Yeah, it's not after dark hours. Let's not go there.
So
whoa. Who is Vanessa?
I was gonna say that same thing. Who is Vanessa? DeMarcus, you out there making up characters.
I know he ain't making them up because he just remember everybody.
He do, but he'll make up somebody that we seen season 2 on the floor in the room and be like, you don't remember them because he know everybody damn name.
DeMarcus look up everybody. It could be a background person.
I love him for that though. I love him for that.
Yeah,
he makes a great virtual co-host. I love DeMarcus.
Yeah.
So Steven and the daddy's mistress. Look, Blatant Truth said right. Y'all the ones wrong. DeMarcus is right.
That's right.
You're right.
Look, okay. Look, Blatant Truth came through with it. Okay.
Look, Blatant Truth said, I'm gonna write y'all pictures up for going at DeMarcus. So we see Steven and Vince. They're asking, they're confronting Bill, like, why didn't we know Ozzy was taking a stand? And Bill was like, because Jax is the first chair. And I'm just there to support. It's her job to lead and determine what's going on. So they said, nah, you forgot your assignment. You supposed to be keeping Jax in line. And I didn't like that in general. So Bill checks both of them, reminds him, well, what if I tell Jax what's going on? Basically, this whole acquisition ain't going to happen. And so he said, look, I'm getting ready to go through a really expensive, nasty divorce. And so in order for anything to work, you better help me help you. Let's help each other. Okay. And I said, not you. I still don't like the fact that he's playing both sides, but it is what it is. But I do appreciate
he got some balls. He got some balls.
Yes, I do appreciate his balls dropping.
So then we see Jax. She's in her office working on her closing argument when Steven and Vince, they come in to tell her that basically Bill should do it. And of course, she wasn't feeling that.
What happened?
Oh, basically, she said this is clearly not about strategy. It's about making sure that Bill feels safe. And basically, listen, she was like, look, all I do is make money, okay, and win cases. This ain't arrogance, and I got the receipts to show it.
Okay? Put some respect on my name.
You may not give me my credit, but you better give me my respect. Okay? Now see your way out. Thank you. And tell Bill, nice try.
Bam, gotcha.
Right. So y'all gonna hate me for this because I said Jax delivered a riveting closing argument, pointing out how Ozzy wasn't protected as a child and prosecution has failed to prove Ozzy's guilt beyond reasonable doubt. Anybody want to add to that?
No, that's better than mine. I said Jax got up there and gave a hell of a closing argument.
Okay. Good, great minds think alike.
That's it.
Well, y'all are blood related.
I'm just saying.
That's it. That's all I said.
No, it was a lot. It was a lot that she did go into. So that kind of summed it up, both of you.
Right. DeMarcus said we will get Corey Cash in the season finale. Okay, well, you know what I'm hoping season finale is that we see Jax and Bill. I don't know if she's gonna take Bill with her now because she might not trust him, but I'd love to see Jax and Bill say F this firm, go start their own with Corey, and they do their thing and they rock out. I'd like to see that season 4.
We're gonna see who the actual schmurderer is.
Yeah, right. I was saying that. I was saying that's what I wanted to. I wanted them to start their own firm.
Finale, not in episode 9.
Yeah, we'll see. He's going through a divorce. He may not need to be a partner right now. He may be a liability.
Look,
that's true.
Did you just see that? Did you see Teresa's face?
No, I'm sorry. I missed it. I'm in the phone.
I said
she's over here talking nonsense.
Was she talking trash?
Finale is the actual murderer, not who it is in episode 9. And she goes,
"Oh." She wanted to be Kristen. I get it.
I'm telling you, I watched too much.
That actually, you know what, Treese? If I did think it was Kristen, I definitely wouldn't think it now because they make you think it in episode 9.
Right.
That would make you think that it's not Kristen.
And at the same time, she wanted to unalive herself.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Like she was guilty because she knows everything.
Like that confirmed for me that it's not Kristen.
Yeah.
Y'all over here just letting random criminals roam the earth. Then we see they out here letting criminals go free, y'all.
At least we ain't locking up the wrong person.
I ain't. So then we see Rosie reading a letter that Ozzy wrote to Old Dog as a child. Okay. Rosie comes over to see Ozzy and tells him, look, I'm sorry for, not being there for you and not protecting you. And I know you weren't responsible for Wendy or Old Dog. And they hug it out and, have an emotional mother-son moment. Even though it's probably like 27, 30 years too late. But,
too much, too little, too late.
Right.
Jesus.
Then we see Daniel, because he's a stalker and he has this girl's location, run up on Kristen at the cabin, and she got a pow in her hand.
Looking real guilty.
She's looking at the trial from her phone. And he said, basically I'm not here because of the trial. Okay, I care about you. If there's something you want to talk to somebody about, girl, I'm here. I got you. Okay. She said Ozzy has always been the sun and the moon and the stars and everything for her parents. Okay. She always had to find a place. Had to find her place. And sometimes you'll do anything to stand next to the sun.
She said that from the beginning.
I loved that damn dog more than he loved me. So clearly, she is the one that took out the dog. That don't mean she took out Wendy. But then we see Bill. He's on the phone. It looked like maybe with his attorney, finding out that his wife is ready to clean his ass out for everything he got.
Damn.
And then Jax comes in and lets him know that the verdict is in. And then we see Kristen saying that she's done some awful things. And of course, Daniel asked her if she took out Wendy, and this is why Treese thinks that Kristen did it, and scene.
And why she's gonna end up unaliving Daniel in episode 10.
Oh, you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot.
She is not going to unalive Daniel.
Daniel ain't going.
But I did say this from the beginning. I said she's tired of being taking care of this boy, and she wants to have her own shot. She wants to have her own life. She's been taking care of this boy since he was born. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But I don't think it's her though.
You love being on the wrong side of history with DeMarcus.
No, you love being on the wrong side of history.
Rosie and Kristen could go to prison for perjury. Okay. Blatant Truth said he also loved Wendy more than anyone.
Not enough to not screw nobody else, apparently.
Well, because apparently he was busting it open, spreading it wide with everybody.
Oh Lord.
I mean, he was. Remember, they said Nisha revealed last episode that he was for jobs,
doing it to get roles,
right?
And he was still knocking down Monica.
I'm telling you, man, it's Rose, man. She's the one.
You think
she's
it's
crazy?
Rose?
I think she's crazy, B. Like, we see it. Come on, she's a compulsive liar.
She has done some things. She's done.
I think she got therapy, and that's why she's a little bit better. And then she's trying to have kids, and these kids are displaying everything that's in her. Like, she's a schizophrenic. Like, yeah, we didn't see everything about Rose yet. You know what I mean? But we know that she's a compulsive liar. Like, you gotta look at that side.
And the way she came up with it, so
why you making faces, Treese?
Because I mean, like mother, like daughter.
I got you. But I don't think it's her. Though.
Like mother, like daughter. I think that
you don't have to say I don't think. You can say it's not. We know it's not.
Don't do that. Why?
I'm gonna need you to catch up on Reasonable Doubt before you come up with
You know what? Come next week, because Nels will be out of office. Please understand when I want to be vindicated, and when I do, we will make sure.
I'll be in the comments laughing.
Okay. Oh, we lost VACAY again. But yeah, y'all. Well, we were at the end.
Oh my God! Anyway, let me tell you something, DeMarcus. I will give you all your things
if it's an L.
Really a no, because you have stayed 10 toes down.
He has.
So if it ends up being a no, DeMarcus, I will give you all your things.
Okay.
Anel, the ex.
Yeah,
I
DeMarcus
said,
is still on. He going.
I said DeMarcus has stayed 10 toes down. That is Anel. So if it is,
Yes.
I'm gonna have to give him all his things.
Yeah, if it is, then I guess we will all be wrong, right, Trees?
Bye. Anyway, y'all. So, VACAY, what you got going on your channel this week?
Oh man, so much, man. We just I just did a first reaction to Force last night, right after the episode. So check that out. Man, so much. Check out my shorts. Preparing for my birthday. We got all the R&B joints getting ready. So get ready for the 21st of November. Lock in. What else we doing? Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna be around for Force. If y'all want me to be on, I'll be around for that.
Of course.
And yeah. Just look out for the shorts. And my short film. I got another short film coming this Sunday. Every Sunday, Empower is in the building. We doing that. So lock in with that. Thanks for having me, ladies.
Yes.
And dealing with this frequency stuff. It's crazy out there in these streets.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go support VACAY-Jay's channel and his film Empowered. It is very cute. So yeah, y'all, on our side, like VACAY said, we will see you Sunday for Force at 10 p.m. Unfortunately, I think that we might actually be going back down the Ready to Love rabbit hole. So catch it. Look, unfortunately, we are so but we will be joining forces with Really B for the really shady reviews and recaps, which we love to do. And that's the only reason we're doing it, is because we always have a good time when we come up here and talk about these people. You see Nails is so upset she went off screen. That's how much she don't want to do it. But I mean, the show is just, unfortunately, it's like that terrible now. But it's just one of those.
I did, DeMarcus. I think it looks good.
What?
What's that?
The Michael Jackson movie trailer.
Oh, yeah. The Michael Jackson movie trailer. I saw a clip of it, but I didn't get to watch the full trailer. I did hear Lorenz Tate was going to play Barry Gordy. Thank you so much for reminding me. Now I'm absolutely going to watch the movie now. Okay, I support anything Lorenz Tate. Okay, are we going to check out? You keep asking about this. I really don't like Karrueche that much as an actress to be really trying to watch her. I know it's a Terry McMillan.
I don't think I've seen anything about it.
No, remember when we did the Sip and Shade? That was one of the movies that I was talking about. The Preach, Pray, and Love that's coming on Lifetime as part of the Lifetime.
When you said it on there, I didn't. I know the Terry McMillan book.
Well, yeah. So yeah, they are having like I think every weekend in November they're doing black films, and this weekend or tomorrow it'll be Preach, Pray, Love, and it's Karrueche Tran with Terry McMillan. And so I may tune in because Terry McMillan, I'll be honest with you, I've never thought Karrueche was like that great of an actress, in my opinion. I mean, I guess those who watch Claws may like her, but I didn't watch that. And when I did try to watch it, I didn't think she was great on that either.
I absolutely loved Claws. But it wasn't just her. It was Niecy Nash. She was the main character.
Wasn't Karrueche in The Chi?
You said in The Chi?
Wasn't she in The Chi? Karrueche?
Yeah, for like a few episodes, yeah.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, okay. Yes, yeah.
Marcus said his wife loves those movies. Yeah, it's a whole thing this week. It's a whole thing they doing.
Lifetime,
yeah, Lifetime. They trying to get us back over there.
So we know DeMarcus will be watching it.
Right.
Oh yeah, check us out. We doing the Oval as well. Those people who love the Oval, so we covering that as well.
That's still on?
Yeah, it's still on 6 seasons.
Wow, I didn't realize they were still going. But yeah, y'all. So that's all we got going on. Catch us on Sunday for our lives. Other than that, be on the lookout for me to finish out the week with my Beyond the Gates recaps. Thank you for all who dropped in and joined last night. We were on there for a long time, but it was a good time, and I appreciate y'all for supporting. But yeah, y'all, if you haven't already, please go ahead, do all of us a favor, no matter where you're watching from. Go ahead and hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure that you guys are subscribed to both channels.
Hit the notification bell.
All right. And make sure you're following us on all the platforms as the TikTok, Blue Sky, Lemonade, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, and IG.
I hope you're parked, VACAY.
I
hope you're parked.
Now I'm driving, I'm parked. You know I'm parked.
But yeah, everybody.
say you must have a Tesla.
Right. But everybody, y'all have a good, safe weekend. Thank you, Blatant Truth, you as well. And yeah, we'll catch you on Sunday. Bye-bye.
Salute.